I'm not a pop star, rock and roller. I'm a rebel, blessed, able to hold a mic like a hammer and drop grammar, treat a rap like a wrestler and body slammer. Those who dispute get treated just like a prostitute. To get the boot and play it like a flute, so just play mute. Don't even whisper. Open your mouth to speak, and I'ma dish your ragtag and dog. Put you in the morgue because you're petty, confetti, and not ready to rock steady. In other words, you're half stepping, tiptoeing, get going. Because my weapon is not a nine, a Uzi, or a shotgun. But when it comes to hype rounds, I got one. Just like the album is still the same. Long live the cane, ain't a damn thing changed. I still get ill and kill and will to build the skill to fill your grill. So don't tell me you will. We stamp beats to do you try to fight us, man, you still be home with arthritis and read it and revive and bring back alive old beats to reappreciate it. You wouldn't survive. You did another memory to us, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. So understand the way that I live, that's positive. And the message I got to give is a benefit for you and me. I'm talking about PEACE. Chosen one that turned a new leaf. I got gold teeth and they don't chew beef. No pork on my fork, strictly fish in my dish. Came falling victim, sucker you wish. I flow like water, slaughter, put you out of order. Floored you. Rappers are ragging and tagging and bragging and snagging and being on the bandwagon. Cause I'm the last dragon. Knack to attract the packs, just get back. I'm young, gifted, and black. I'm a survivor. I'm going to get up. No stop. I must go harder. I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. It is survivor picks for all the order.
Do I sound like I'm joking? Do I sound like I'm playing? When you look into my eyes, you understand what I'm saying? Let me say it to you slowly, and it may sound scandalous. I don't think that you can handle this.
Once again, we are back. I am the great Mike Steph. The MoJoKing is still on vacation. How long is his vacation? Listen, I'm not going to put that man business out here, but there's a 5-day vacation. There's a 7-day vacation. He's been on vacation too. No, I'm not going to. Let me stop because I'm on vacation right now. I actually just did part 1 of my vacation. And after I finish recording, I'm going to do part 2 of my vacation. So listen, much love to the MoJoKing, the MoJoQueen, and the Mojo Prince. What up? Yes, we are Hidden Gem Football, and we're here for the survivor pick portion of this weekend of these festivities. Yes, and once again, Hidden Gem Football is a part of the mighty 19 Media Group. Well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Because usually survivor picks are not my forte. This is usually the part of the program that my partner, the MoJoKing, the Hidden Gem Czar himself, usually takes over, and I just put in my little 2 cents. So actually, me carrying this load, wish me luck. But I do have a little bit, a couple cents sent by the MoJoKing via Western Union, so I can give y'all all the news that y'all can use. So, let's begin. Survivor picks. Now, last week it was rough. It was rough. A lot of people got screwed based on the outcomes of a couple games. The Rams, the Bills, they went down. The people who picked those teams in survivor pools went down in earnest fashion, finding themselves, really the Bills really screwed people. But these are notes from the MoJoKing. What survivor? Things to note: the Bills, the Cardinals, yes, those same old Cardinals, copyright Tyler McDowell Blanken, and the Los Angeles Rams took out about 50% of owners on the higher end and 40% in the cheaper pools. See, there goes the MoJoKing again, calling people broke. He said, listen, if y'all paying the big bucks, took about half of y'all out. If y'all paying like, $10 pools, $5 pools, only for 40% of the people got taken out of there. But still, that's a lot. That's a large chunk. And like Mo said last week, he in it for the mill. So I can't even blame dude. So anyway, let me continue. Now, Indianapolis, and Detroit were the 2 safer plays. And the Saints, believe it or not, who defeated the Giants, in some pools actually got through. And actually, the TheMoJoKing actually used the Saints in a couple of his pools. Now, this week, the biggest spread is Cincinnati at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 14.5 points. But Cincinnati just traded for old man Joe Flacco. That's probably why it's 14.5 points and not 10.5 points, to tell you the truth. Yeah, Cincinnati did trade for Joe Flacco because the offense helmed by Jake Browning has been putrid, to say the least. So I guess at the bare minimum, they had to get somebody who was on the cheap and also someone who wouldn't be afraid to throw pick'em balls, throw atom balls, throw long balls to the wide receivers of T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. So might not win, but it should be exciting to say the least. Now, Philly. This is still the TheMoJoKing's notes. Philly, the Philadelphia Eagles, that is, over the New York Giants. We all know how that happened, how that turned out. And, of course, he had to throw a little dig from thousands of miles away. Denver over my New York Jets. The Rams and the Colts are still all viable. Now, the TheMoJoKing has 3 options for your survivor picks of choice. He's probably going with Pittsburgh, Philly, which is Servette says, and Denver. Those are going to be his choices. Now, when it comes to my pick this week, let me go over some of the large spreads. I already discussed Cincinnati at Green Bay, 14.5 points. As I'm scrolling down, who else? You got the Rams, are favored by 7.5 on the road at Baltimore. You have the Browns, and the Steelers. The Steelers are favored by 6.5. 6 game. The Steelers are favored by 6 over the Browns. And you got the Colts over the same old Cardinals. Now, I'm looking at these and I'm going to give a pick of the week and I'm going to give a long shot pick of the week. My pick of the week, even though it's more like a pick 'em, I am going to ride this train until it's over with. I'm going to ride the Las Vegas Raiders. They are favored by 4 over the Tennessee Titans at home in Las Vegas. Pete Carroll, you would think he should have his way with Cam Ward, rookie quarterback. Even though Brock Bowers is not scheduled to play, I think he's still injured. I just refuse to believe that the Raiders are this bad, that the Raiders are 1-4. They're literally 1-4 with the Titans. Geno Smith, what's his stats? Let's look at his stats. Geno Smith, 6 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He's thrown for 1,100 yards, over 1,100 yards, and he has completed 65% of his passes. Trash. The leading receiver is Jacoby Myers with 25 receptions for 290 yards, 0 touchdowns. And the second leading receiver is Trey Tucker with 19 receptions, 286 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So he's been a touchdown maker, huh? So that's going to be my pick of the week. Raiders over the Titans. If you're trying to sneak anybody through, if you're trying to sneak the Raiders through in the survivor pool, this would probably be the week to do it. Even though the Titans did get their first victory, but I think they're going to be feeling themselves, and every team is not, the Arizona Cardinals. So I believe the Raiders can get through in your survivor pool. Now, my long shot pick of the week. I am going to go back on the Carolina train because that's where I just came from last weekend. North Carolina, Raleigh, Wake Forest, Greensboro, stand up, Youngsville, Rod Durham, yeah, stand up. But the Cowboys are visiting the Carolina Panthers. The Cowboys are favored by 3 points. Carolina, if they don't dig themselves a hole, they've actually been a formidable team. The Cowboys defense still stinks. So, yeah, listen. Do I think the Cowboys are going to be riding high after beating my Jets to oblivion last week and going down to Carolina for a letdown game? You're damn right. They're 2-2-1, and I can see them being 2-3-1. And I could actually see the Panthers getting to 500 for the first time in the short career of Bryce Young, if I'm not mistaken. So my long shot pick of the week, even though the point spread doesn't say so, Carolina +3 over the Cowboys at home. That is Mike Steph's long shot pick of the week. And yeah, those are survival pool picks. I'm not used to recording these in like 10, 15 minutes, but regardless, getting pretty good. So check me out. Please press that like, subscribe, and that notification button. So whenever I drop this weekend, you will be the first ones to hit it. Yes. Next video, next part will be me talking about the Sunday morning matchup between my Jets and the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton, who, unfortunately, as I said before, was right all along when he was talking about Nathaniel Hackett and being the worst coach in the history of the NFL. But yeah, so with all that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I will check y'all later. Goodbye.
The 19 Media Group presentation.
Oh, no. Did you think that y'all were going to get away? Y'all were going to get out of here without some vocal stylings of Mike Steph? Well, actually, you're correct, because I'm going to save my voice for next episode. Until then.
The 19 Media Group presentation.